Hello, this is part two of the course introduction and overview. In the last brief video lecture, I went over the syllabus. In this one, I want to kind of go through Canvas just briefly and go over a couple documents that we're going to be using quite a bit. Okay, so when you go into Canvas, and I must mention Canvas is still a mess. I've been working on fixing it all morning, and now I have had to re-record several video lectures, including this one. So I'm working on getting it fixed. So when you log into Canvas, our home page is actually going to be the course material. It is the modules section, if you are familiar with Canvas. The first section I have here is general documents and resources. The syllabus is there, the guide style for college level writing, and the STQ squared. These are the two documents that we're going to discuss in this video because we're going to be using them all the time. The rest of this there's a plagiarism guide, sentence structure and length variation, the rubrics and assignment sheets, some additional resources. All of this stuff is just sort of here because these are documents and resources that we're going to keep coming back to. So I did not want to bury these within week 3 or whatever. When you move down, beyond that, the rest of the course is just structured by week. So the rest of it's kind of a mess, so don't worry about that right now. But week 1, basically how this is going to work is you're going to just begin with the first thing and work through it in order. Don't skip around, go through it in order. I've taken a lot of care in making sure that this order makes sense. Okay, so the way this works, you're going to work through this material at your own pace for the most part. However, I have deadlines of when I would like you to complete assignments. Excuse me, just so that you stay on track and that it's not, Sunday night right before our Zoom session and you're trying to do everything. So for week 1, there's a course introduction here. The syllabus is also there and a few video lectures going over everything, which is where this one is. Then course overview, general practice, that's a little more information. But then each week's going to have one of these that says assignments to be completed by 8 p.m. on Wednesday. And then it's going to be a list of everything that is due by then. Essentially, though, it's everything up until you get to the next deadline page. So assignments to be completed by 8 p.m. on Friday. All right. So that's sort of how Canvas is going to look. I need to make a note to myself real quick. Okay. So within each module, there's going to be, I'll just click on this one for now. There will be whatever you need to complete it. There will be information about whatever reading you're going to do. There will be whatever documents you may need, whatever video lectures you need to watch, that sort of thing. Now, going to the other documents that we're going to use a lot. I have those already pulled up instead of trying to get them going through Canvas. So, I've been teaching writing for several years now, for over 5 years now. And over the years, I have sort of found some common issues in student writing. So instead of commenting on everything that students write, which can take forever, I go way overboard with feedback. It's hard for me not to, though, because I really want your writing to be the best it can be. So in an effort to both make grading more efficient and faster for me, but also so that you have a document that sort of encapsulates the style issues, the grammar issues that are most common. I put together this style guide, and it's organized by topic like formatting, structure and organization, grammar, and mechanics. So what I encourage students to do is to use this almost as a checklist. After you get some feedback from me and you sort of learn what you're struggling with, you can just highlight, number 30, so that when you go back and sort of proofread, you can kind of check off that you've done all these things. Now, when it comes to me giving feedback and grading, I try to not write out comments if I can. I will just use the corresponding number. So whenever you see that feedback, you may see number 11. You will have to go and see what number 11 means. It just makes things much faster for me, especially with the amount of feedback that I give and the number of students and the number of assignments, that sort of thing. I encourage you to print this off and keep it. It'll be very helpful for you in other classes. It's only 2 pages long. I've tried to keep it as concise and to the point as possible. So this is something we're going to be coming back to all the time. All right. The other document I want to show you is called the STQ squared. So this is very simple, but we're going to be using this weekly. Rather than just when you do your discussion postings regarding stories, and then when we discuss stories and readings in our Zoom sessions, rather than these discussions be largely unstructured, I'll tell you which assignments you need to do it for, but you will just complete this quick activity. I will actually even post this in the body of the content module for the readings. So basically, you write a very brief summary, 2 or 3 sentences. You pick one talking point that you think is worth discussing. You come up with a question you have about the reading, and then you pick a quote from the text that you think is interesting or revealing. This is actually this information is what you're going to be posting in your discussion posts for the reading discussions, and what you're going to be commenting on. And I'm going to go over all of that a little bit later when we get to the first discussion. But so this and the style guide and the syllabus are all right here at the top. We will use these other resources frequently. One thing I want to tell you right now is that the rubrics that are here, they are all generally correct. These, I have not updated the dates on them yet. That's just something I completely forgot to do. So the information's all there, it's correct. However, the dates are not correct if you want to take a look at that. But we will go over those together before your first big assignment. I forgot something. And lastly, I just want to mention creative freedom and freedom of expression in this course. You will write a lot. We will discuss some stories that deal with maybe some difficult subject matter. They may be rather dark. This is a safe place. You can write whatever you want. I give you as much freedom to choose what you want to write as I can. I generally only give you guidelines for an assignment, and then however you whatever story you decide to come up with or topic, that's up to you. Research has shown over the last probably 10, 15, 20 years that when students get to write about what they want to, what they care about, what's important to them, what interests them, the process is generally less painful. The writing is more effective, and students subjectively enjoy the task more. So I give you as much freedom as I possibly can. That being said, don't write anything that I need to report to, like campus security. Don't write about, killing your roommate. So use good judgment, but and if you have a concern, we can talk about it. But for the most part, you have absolute creative freedom within the bounds of the guidelines of a particular assignment. Okay, that's all now.